Hello and welcome back to Would You Rather. I'm your host, davidinark. How you doing? And today we are once again answering life's pressing questions like, would you rather swim in a pool of poop or get your head stuck in an elephant's rear end? Really? What? Oh boy. First of all, I don't want my head stuck in any kind of rear end. I'm going with the pool of poop. Sorry, man. Just no. I'm not gonna do that at all. What? All right. Would you rather be electrocuted every time you swear, or have all profanities censored out on your television? Okay. Well, one of them is something I would do. That is, every time I swear, I get electrocuted. Or if on the TV there's a cussing, then it gets censored out, which has absolutely no bearing on my person whatsoever. So I'm going to go with that one because I don't get shocked. So I don't. That doesn't matter if I swear all the time or not. This one has no bearing directly on my person. I'm going with that one. Why would you not? Why would you want to choose to be electrocuted so you could listen to profanity on TV? No, I'm not going to do that. No. All right. Would you rather have to eat the same meal every meal for the rest of your life, or eat whatever you wanted except once a month you have to eat a doo-doo sandwich? This is similar to a question that we've had before, and some of the things we've talked about on here before about eating the exact same thing every single day. I can't do that. We don't even do leftovers at my house. I can't. Okay, it's not like we never do leftovers, but rarely do we do leftovers. It's just not. I don't like eating the same thing. So now it also says that, it doesn't say, but the same meal. Okay, so what if it was like, just for the sake of argument, what if I was eating, is it the, like, pizza? Is it just pizza in general? Or would it have to be pepperoni pizza every single time? I don't know. That's part of the enigma that is, would you rather? But I don't think I'm going to eat a doo-doo sandwich. Today, I can tell the theme of today. It's what a great pre-Thanksgiving Day celebration. Doo-doo. Lovely. No, I'd rather eat the same thing every day. I'm not eating a doo-doo sandwich. Okay. Would you rather be a superhero and hated by everyone, or have no arms and legs but be loved by everyone? What? Once again, these are not connected in any form or fashion. This is okay. Be a superhero and hated everyone. Okay, that's like the whole Will Smith. What was his name? Hitch? Was it Hitch? I don't know. Whatever his name was, where he was the superhero guy that everybody hated. Or have no arms and legs but be loved by everyone. I'll be honest. If again, I'm being a superhero, so I'm doing good things. Even if people hated me, I knew I was doing good things. I'm good. I'm okay. I'll take that. Works for me. All right. Would you rather be really fat or really hairy? Well, I'll be honest. This one is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. I don't really care which one. At some point, you are who you are. Although, hey, I understand in today's day and age, you can actually not be who you are, and you can go get liposuction and 900 other things to not make you fat, and you can go get laser and all kinds of other things to not make you hairy. So, whatever. Of the two, I guess I'd rather be, hairy, because most of mine has left me. I don't know. Okay, would you rather believe your friends like you or know exactly what your friends think about you? Here's my thing. I would rather know exactly what they think about me, because chances are, if it was not at least positive to a certain degree, then we wouldn't be friends anyway. So I'd rather know exactly what you think about me. That's how I am. I'm that way. I would much rather if we're not going to get along, we're not going to get along. If there's something you don't like, there's something you don't like. I don't necessarily care if you like it or not. Some things I do. Of course, a lot of that depends on how good of a friend you are or how good of a friend you've been. But I would rather know exactly what you think. So, which is why I allow most comments on my YouTube videos. I have no problem with negative comments. What I don't put up with, and this kind of goes back to the first thing, but I don't put up with profanity in the comments. So those either get filtered out or I delete them. It's simple as that. Even if you're being positive about what you're saying, if you're cussing, I just don't want that in the comment section. So, and I'm not against it. It's just not something I want on my channel. So, but short of that, I've had plenty of people on here say, oh, this didn't work, that didn't work, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. I got no problem with that. I've even had some people reach out and say, hey, I used to watch your channel, but I didn't like what you said about this, so I don't watch anymore. Okay, that's fine. We have a difference of opinion, and if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. By the same token, I also have lots of folks who respond back and say, oh, I love this, I liked that, I enjoyed what you said about this, I enjoyed what you said about that. So either way, I'd much rather know exactly what my friends think about me. So, long-winded answer. Would you rather be required to perform 2 years of mandatory military service when you turn 18, or have a draft enforced during wartime? Oh, wow. What a good question. As much, I did not serve, and part of me has always regretted that. But the problem I have with any kind of mandatory military service is that you get a bunch of people in service at a time when there's not any pressing need to have a bunch of people in service, and essentially you have the entire country paying for a bunch of folks to do a job that doesn't need to be done at that time. So to me, that's not necessarily the best use of funding, although having that 2 years of military service, I believe anyway, breeds discipline. It breeds a certain amount of respect that folks may or may not have had before joining the military. The other thing is that if you're required to join, it's like anything else. Think about the things you're forced to do. And I don't care what it is. It could be something that you do at work. It could be chores you have to do around the house. It doesn't matter. When you're forced to do something, then a lot of times, a lot of people almost do the reverse. It's almost combative. And you can't stand it. I go back to thinking of when I was younger. I loved reading and I loved writing. And then it became required. You had to read this, and you had to write this. And for a while there, I hated it. I would not do it. I would do it because it was required, but I got very little out of it during that time because it was being required. The flip side, let's talk about the other side of things. If we had a draft that was enforced during wartime, the problem I have with the draft is that at any time your number's called and you have no idea. So, you're sitting hanging at home and all of a sudden, hey, you've been drafted, you're gone. And then you still have to spend all the time and money and energy and effort training those people who who weren't in the service to begin with. So this is a very 50-50 thing for me. I think, when you turn 18, I don't know. I guess I'm going to say required 2 years of service. So it so happens most people agree. Anyway, the people who have answered this question, I don't know. That's a tough split. It really is. All right. Would you rather visit Hogwarts or visit Narnia? neither one of those really appeals to me, but of the two, I would much rather visit Narnia. I will tell you right here, right now, I have never seen, I've never read, I've never had anything to do with anything Harry Potter and or Narnia. So, which is what, like I don't know, what Witch in the Wardrobe or something. I don't even know where it comes from, but I'll go there, I guess. Why not? Okay. Would you rather always be hot or always be cold? Well, which would I rather be? I wish I were always cold. I really do, because my nature is I am always too freaking hot. And it's one of those things where, here's the way I look at it. I'm very, very what they call hot-natured. It doesn't take much for me to start sweating and getting very warm and bleh. I can only take off so many clothes before it gets really uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for everybody else. If it's cold, then the other people around me can always put on coats and blankets. And so which would I'd rather be? I would rather always be cold. But that's not what I am. I am actually always very toasty. All right, last one here. Would you rather only be able to laugh at blonde jokes or not be able to understand sarcasm? Okay. Only be able to laugh at blonde jokes. Here's my thing on that. I think I would rather just not be able to understand sarcasm. Just because, I'll be honest, most blonde jokes are just stupid. I mean, to me, they're dumb anyway. And it has nothing to do with being politically correct or offending people or whatever. They're just dumb. So I don't care about blonde jokes. So I'm going to say that I would not be able to understand sarcasm, which is a problem for me because I tend to speak mostly in sarcasm. I know that's hard to believe, but I do. So there you go. All right. Anyhow, that is today's Would You Rather. Thank you guys so much for watching. What do you think? What are some of your answers? What do you feel about the whole well, let me back up to this one. Blonde jokes and understanding sarcasm. How about you? What's your current nature? Are you generally always warm, or are you always freezing no matter what the temperature is? Even if it's like 99 outside, you're always cold. And then which would you rather be? How about that? How about you? Would you rather visit Hogwarts or Narnia? Let's talk about the military thing. Let me know down in the comment section below. Where do you sit on mandatory performance for military or having a draft? I want to know about that. I want to know what you guys think about that one. How about your friends? Would you rather believe they like you, or do you want to know exactly what they think and why? What makes you feel the way you feel? Well, let's talk about it. Let's see what's up. Really fat, really hairy. Be a superhero and hated, or have no arms and legs but you're loved? Would you rather eat the same meal or eat what you want, but you'd have to have a doo-doo sandwich? Be electrocuted every time you swear, or have all profanity censored on your TV? Do people have TVs? No, I'm just kidding. Swim in a pool of poop, or get your head stuck in an elephant's butt? Those are the pressing questions. Feel free to discuss down in the comments section below, and leave any other comments, problems, suggestions, horror stories down in the comment section as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving for those of you in the USA and those of you elsewhere that celebrate Thanksgiving. Just taking a day to be thankful for your friends, for your family, for the things that you have, the things you're able to do, and thankful for the things you have overcome. So I'm doing a Q&A video for Thanksgiving, so that'll be out on Thanksgiving Day. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Would You Rather.